So, students, welcome back to English Form 1. So, give me a moment. I shall start presenting. Bada bing, bada boom. So, my dear students, it's time for some brain fertilization. You know what that means? Pull out your literature component books. Today we're going to cover I Ams from Form 1. Make sure you got your literary books ready, students. So, as usual, we're gonna read out the poem and then we're gonna cover any vocabulary that you might not know about. We're gonna cover the analysis and we're gonna cover persona, settings, tone and mood, themes, moral values and literary devices. So, first of all, I want all of you to read this. Read this out loud. We will read it together, and then after that, if there's anything that you don't understand, you can ask me. All right? So, students, let's go. I am the ring from an empty cola can, the scrapings from an unwashed porridge pan, the severed arm of last year's action man. I am the envelope on which the gum is gone, the sellotape where you can't find the end, the toothless stapler, springless bulldog clip, the dried up liquid paper that mars instead of mends, the stamped address reply that you forgot to send. I am the battery in which no charge is left, the starter motor which remains inert, the tire on which the tread is worn, the sparking plug which shows no sign of spark, the carburetor choked by bits of dirt, the chromium trim from which the shine has gone. I am a garden overgrown with reeds, a library book that no one ever reads, a stray which no one thinks to feed, a piece of good advice which no one seems to need. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, any words or anything that you don't understand, feel free to ask. So, for example, a bulldog clip. You know this person is British because they say what a bulldog clip is. Here we just call these, I actually don't know what we call these locally. They just metal paper clips, I guess. Oh, hi. Alright, so these are bulldog clips, this thing. We all just call them metal paper clips, innit? Like binder clips, whatever. We don't call them bulldog clips. You know the man is British when they have this kind of name. Alright, so have you ever heard of Action Man? I doubt it. This man is old. This man is really, really old. Whoever wrote this is from the 80s and 90s. I'm sorry. Because Action Man was already out of action when I was a kid. So I don't think y'all new students, I don't think y'all are gonna know who Action Man is. Do you know what scrapings are? It's leftover food. And like, I'm pretty sure you know what liquid paper is. I'm pretty sure you know what envelopes are. I'm pretty sure you know what sellotape is. Okay. Do you know what a carburetor is? I suppose you probably wouldn't know unless you're really into cars. Don't worry, a carburetor is where petrol and air get mixed together. So, the main thing about this poem, whoever wrote this poem is really, really old. Because there's almost no modern cars nowadays that come with carburetors. And the thing you have to be aware of is, like, if you ever want to buy a spare car, a second-hand car, whatever, never buy something with a carburetor. Alright, so we're back. So the thing is, the carburetors, right, are only found in really, really old cars. We're talking like 1990s cars and some early 2000s cars. When were all of you born, students? When were all of you born? If you're Form 1 now, you should be like 15 years old, right? That means you were born 2005. Oh, yeah. You probably don't know what a carburetor is. You've probably never seen one unless you've been driving something that's older than you. I mean, that's pretty common. I drive a car that's a lot older than I am. But yeah, you'll probably only know what that is if you drive a car that's older than you. If you do, the respect that I have for you has gone straight up through the roof. Yep. So, a garden overgrown with weeds, a library book that no one ever reads. Do any of you even read books nowadays, ladies and gentlemen? I know you're forced to read, but do any of you even read books nowadays? I get all my books online. Come on, no one spends money on books anymore. Nobody. Why would you? Why should you? Reading is a good habit, but why limit it to physical books? Welcome to the Malaysian education system. It's screwed up, lah. Screwed up. Really screwed up. Alright, never mind. So now this is the part that I really have to teach you. This is the part that is most likely going to appear in your exams. So you can just disregard all the things that I told you about before this, but that's just to help to get you to get understanding the poem. Because understanding is half of memorizing. However, memorizing is 100% of memorizing. There are many different learning styles. And one of my jobs is to help you discover which learning style suits you best. So, some of you might learn better just from memorizing. Yeah, fair enough. Some of you might learn better just from understanding and then trying to memorize. So, I'm your teacher. I got a cutter for all of you. So that's what I got to do. That's why that section is there. That's why I'm not here to just stuff this down your throat. Yes, I can. That's what I'm going to do now. So, first of all, trash are things that we all might throw away. The I Am shows that the authors think that they are trash. As in, the author themselves think that they themselves are trash. This person, whoever is writing this, has a major self-worth issue. Low self-worth and worthless/discarded feelings are found throughout the poem. So, this person, whoever they are, has extreme self-worth issues. This is somewhat concerning. Second stanza, feelings of being forgotten and being set aside. You can see this back in the envelope stanza. Do any of you recycle paper? Have any of you actually recycled envelopes before? Students, are any of you old school enough to actually use envelopes? Because the only time I've used an envelope was when I was dealing with the Malaysian education system. Nowhere else have I had to use an envelope. So, you better learn how to use an envelope because the Malaysian education system is what it is. Yeah. So, yes, I am a pessimist, just like this poem. It's okay to be pessimist, but never lose your hope because in the second and third stanza, you'll see that this guy or girl, whoever is writing this, right, they actually have somewhat of a function. Whoever is writing this poem has somehow put a whole stanza full of car bits. So I, as a car guy, am somewhat, I won't say interested. It's just like this should this even be here? The author is describing different parts of car. This author is old and seems to know a lot about vehicles. Carburetors are almost obsolete, showing a knowledgeable or older author. So, this also illustrates the theme of abandonment. All of this poem, right, this is the most pessimistic poem you have ever seen. So, I can think of more pessimistic stuff, but yeah, this is for now, this will be the most pessimistic thing you've ever seen in your educational syllabus. I'm not going to repeat that again. Because rejection like a stray and abandonment are shown in the standard, and animal cruelty should be avoided. Yeah. Okay, so, first of all, we'll go Do you ever realize that my notes are repeating themselves? This, okay, let me diss the Malaysian education system. Although I'm part of it, because I want all of you to survive it, because I was y'all once. Okay? Depression, sadness, abandonment, and feelings of worthlessness and uselessness. That's the first theme. The second theme, the importance of showing appreciation and kindness, not just to strays, but to other people as well. So, first of all, yes, we show kindness to strays, but I know people who are kind to strays and cruel to humans. Don't be like that. Make sure you know the importance of showing kindness to not just strays. Ignore this. To everyone. Sorry. And third, the importance of reducing waste by reusing, recycling, and being environmentally friendly, of course, because everything needs to be environmentally friendly nowadays. Oh, dang it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so from this we can also find moral values. So first of all, you must show appreciation to those who have been once helpful to us. Don't end up being the reason why someone becomes a depressive sod, like whoever wrote this poem. We must try to find use of old things and not discard them so easily, and we must be kind to people from all walks of life as well as animals. So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I know I shouldn't call y'all ladies and gentlemen. You're my students. You're not ladies and you're not gentlemen. Okay, so persona. The gender is not known. Nowhere here is this person a guy, a girl, someone else. Nowhere in this poem does it say this is a guy or a girl. Setting. No time frame is mentioned, presumably in the past, but don't write that in your exam paper. Just say no specific time frame is mentioned, no specific place is mentioned, apart from where is the garbage? Yes. A place where garbage is discarded, such as dump. I do have problems with my s and my sh, so you do have to forgive me. A dumpster, junkyard, landfill, etc. Okay, so the tone and the mood is gloomy and depressing. The tone, this is what you have to write down. This is what you have to memorize, because this is what they're going to ask you in your exams. The tone is gloomy and depressing. The mood evokes sympathy in the reader. And metaphors, you can see this. I am the ring from an empty cola can. This is perumpamaan, metaphor. Okay. When you were younger, did your teacher ever ask you to write aku sebuah kerusi, aku sebuah kereta, aku sebuah kasut, whatever? Yeah. I am the ring from an empty cola can. Aku sebuah tin kosong cola. This is metaphor, perumpamaan. And imagery, the severed arm of last year's action man. Imagery is technically it's another form of perumpamaan. It's just imagery means that you are describing something with words that can trigger somebody's imagination. It's just another different fancier form of perumpamaan. And repetition, you can see that there's a lot of I ams. I am. I am. I am I am I am Repetition, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have to elaborate that for you?